Not that I know of.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome, and we're just checking out the live feed of the Capitol. I'm going to zoom in on some of this. So, someone had mentioned on Trumpet News, because Trumpet News is just live right now, and they mentioned, I heard this from Trumpet News, that there's some people run inside and getting those evil Trump supporters, stopping those evil Trump supporters from entering and yes, Sentinel says F Newsmax, exactly, dude. Douchebags, man. I mean, it's just, it's like when I watched that video, I was like, well, I mean, they're probably just trying to do what YouTube says, which is what I've been trying to do for the longest freaking time, is to deal with that whole business, like to do, it's like all we're trying to do the whole entire time is just bend the knee to YouTube, when all I do is get destroyed. Like the second my voice became a little bit louder, the second I got my subscribers, the second that happened, just so you guys know, of the very moment that we had a live stream, right after I hit my 14,000 subscribers, they deleted the entire stream, deleted it. So
yeah.
Whatever. Anyway,
what are they referring to? What happened with Newsmax? Fill me up on that.
So fill you up. So
fill me up.
So really quickly, everybody. So TWTG, I'm going to send you a link if you want one. Let me know if you want a link. This is at the Capitol. We're looking at live feed from the Capitol. And is
there something going on there, or just a live feed?
Well, I mean, yeah, there is definitely something happening. Let's look at this. Look at that.
Police cars. I think it's police cars. What did Trumpet News have to say, other than something's going on?
Yeah, they just pulled it up barely, and I'm just kind of listening to Trumpet News as we speak here. We're just trying to, it's like it's only a matter of time before we get shut down.
That could just be one crazy normal guy just, streaking across the Capitol lawn. No biggie. It happens from time to time. It takes 40 cops to chase him down.
Dude, exactly. So let's quick, I wish I could, now that I think about it, Sentinel, let's just tell, and we're going to have to tell everybody what happened on the Newsmax back there on that there television set. On the Newsmax. We didn't, I can't show it just because of what they say, but essentially, Steve Lindell, the pillow guy was on. Yeah, everybody, Smooth Groove. Good to see you, Smooth Groove. You're hilarious, dude. We need to do a podcast sometime, man. Absolutely. Send me an email at fan.addicts.of.film@gmail.com. So, yeah, actually, Smooth Groove says, I've just bought 50 of my pillows. Going to sleep like a god. So in case anybody hasn't seen the video, once again, we can't show it here on YouTube because this is where free speech is dying. What happened was they censored Newsmax censored Steve Lindell, because Steve Lindell was talking specifically about some things that he had discovered and things that he was going to expose, and of evidence of certain things that we're not allowed to mention. And he literally pulls out a statement. He's just like, we here on Newsmax do not subscribe to such actions or litigations as blah, 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 blah. And he just literally just interrupts him completely and steamrolls him over and over and just destroys the entire stream. And this, I don't know the names of the people because I haven't been watching Newsmax long enough, but I've always thought they were overrated anyway. They're completely overrated anyway.
The way it looks to me is they gained all of Fox's subscribers and everything, and now that they're towards the top of the media platform, we're now seeing their true colors. They're now we're big now. We got what we wanted. Let's just go down the road of the same thing that got the other people in trouble.
Well, I think it's funny because they're literally caught between a place. They literally inherited probably 60 to 70% of the Fox News crowd, right? And then you've got your
Yeah.
you've got your middle of the road / tiny bit to the left people who still watch Fox News or believe it or whatever, just normies that just listen to or watch not Fox News. But all those people left and went to Newsmax, and they're just like, it's like, why are you even following that stuff anyway at this point? It's like they're given. Owen Benjamin has the best. You guys, everybody listening, this is the funny. Owen Benjamin has the best description of this, right? Okay, so he, if any of you know who Owen Benjamin is, he's one of the funniest people in the world, and he calls it. What does he say? He calls it the lollipops and the fancy pants. Don't be going for the lollipops and the fancy pants. If you go for the lollipops and the fancy pants, you'll end up getting your dick chopped off. And just the point is that that's what it is. Is that's what YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, like, that's what all they're presenting, right? This is the lollipops and the fancy pants that is, but it's really just an alien face hugger that's going to just launch itself onto your face and suck out your brain and shoot in a load of eggs that'll explode out in your chest. And that's what essentially what it all ends up becoming. And that's what it is. It's the lollipops and the fancy pants that ends up destroying your life.
You heard it here first, people, and Fanatics of Freedom, protect your chest.
Protect your chest from the lollipops and the fancy pants. Don't ever succumb to the lollipops and the fancy pants. Enough. So sorry. So let's see. I watched a reaction video that pretty much played it all on Meme Roars a couple hours ago. Check it out towards the end. I'll have to Meme Roars. I am not familiar. I have to check out Meme Roars for sure.
Was this on a TV live stream or a YouTube live stream when this happened?
You're talking about the Newsmax debacle?
Yes.
That was, well, I saw the video. I mean, just a clipped video that was on Newsmax. So I'm sure that it was literally on, where everybody's watching right now, because if it's on cable TV, everybody's watching. No, I'm kidding. The point is that it was a clip from cable TV that was on Gab.
Yeah. I cannot stress this enough. You guys need to subscribe to Epoch Times. They were just demonetized on this platform that we're currently on. They were demonetized, and they're still going at it strong. They're still going at it. They were not going to back down. They're not going to change their ways and bow down like Newsmax apparently just did. And they got their website, they got their app, and as far as I know, the most recent videos from them, they're still going at it. They're not backing down. They are so great when it comes to investigating. They are so up to par when it comes to news. I mean, if I didn't have Epoch Times, I don't know where I would be getting any of news, or at least news that I could trust. That's how reliable, they are, and that's how rely upon them I am to get the correct news. I mean, it's crazy. My notifications all day are like everyone's interesting articles for me, and it's all from Epoch Times. So, I mean, I can't stress that enough. Epoch Times is the way to go.
Yeah, and to reiterate also the fact that I was demonetized right after, literally a day after Epoch Times was demonetized. Yeah. So they might see me as much of a threat, or
they had you in that same category,
just a little bit less of a threat than the
three different threat levels. They had like a super Avenger level threat, and then they had Ben threat, Epoch Times, and then down below they had like Salty Cracker.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he's way more of a well, it's funny too, because I mean they hit me strike after strike. I literally had to anyway. We don't need to get into details, but I had to just private my entire channel because YouTube is targeting me now at this point. So this is why we have the alternative platform to. Sentinel says, "God bless One American News." Yeah, they're really good, and they got taken off of YouTube like early on. Those guys are hardcore.
Yeah,
they were like they're not even allowed on YouTube anymore.
I was gonna say I don't get any of the videos from them. I actually
because they're on Rumble, just like most of my stuff is now. Most of my stuff's on Rumble, so please follow us on Rumble, you guys. Yep. Rumble is going to replace YouTube. YouTube has become so bad that literally, I mean, if a lot of people have been, I know people personally who have sent me messages saying, they actually delete my comments, and they've deleted 60 to 70% of my comments, and letting me back on YouTube now. Like I've several people who have told me they're not allowed on YouTube because of their commenting. It's not because of their videos or what they're making.
Just because they're commenting.
Because of their comments. They're not even like, I mean, seriously. I mean, they think that they can control everything, and that's what they're going to do. YouTube is as ho.
They will continue to do it until state representatives start, growing some balls and standing up to them, because they have the power to change everything.
And I'm glad that you brought that up, because Smooth Groove says never argue with a dipshit who opened his account 9 hours ago. but we're talking about censorship and all that stuff, and I'm glad we're talking about censorship, because I wanted to quickly bring up everybody. Ted Cruz, not so much anymore, you guys. Ted Cruz is, oh my gosh, douchebag city. This guy has exposed himself for becoming such a douche. I mean, once again, I think, and it's been exposed so many times, the very second they realize that it's not popular or it won't benefit them extensively, if they support Trump, right, he immediately jumps the bandwagon, and he's jumped off the bandwagon completely. Ted Cruz is already bashing Trump. I mean, it's sad. It's a sad state to see. And
give us an example. What did he do recently?
Well, I just did a video on it, and I'm trying to find the article, so forgive me. I'm trying to pull that up, but let me try to find that really quickly while we read some of these comments here. Rumble will be a competitor when they make loading video part work better. Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad that you brought that up, TWTG, because Kyle, you know more about this, what's happening with Rumble, right? Can you explain to him what's going on with Rumble?
Yeah, so in the near future, because Rumble has had such an uptake in not only viewership, but people going there for content creating, they're going to be in the near future not only redoing their entire interface to hopefully fix the problem you just mentioned, but they're going to be adding live streaming capabilities, and they're going to be completely redoing their monetization network, hopefully for the better. Hopefully they don't screw it up like YouTube did. YouTube's monetization used to be different, but they're adding live stream. They're completely redoing their interface. Hopefully that fixes your loading problem.
Yeah, I think it will. I really do think it will when it finally does happen. And that makes me think of this video right here, because this is the stuff that you get when you get Rumble. So this is my Rumble channel, you guys. Come have the fun. I talk about all the stuff that we can't talk about on YouTube here.
I would just like to point out that the White House press lady right there that you're looking at, I don't know about you, but she kind of seems like a bitch. That's the vibe I get.
No, did you? Well, I've got something really funny to show you in just a second.
Yeah,
I will have to circle back on that one. That's an excellent question. Oh, such an important question. We will circle back with you, and we'll circle back with you. It's an interesting question, but we'll circle back. I'm happy to circle back, but I'll have to circle back with you on it. It's a good question, but we'll circle back with you on this today. We will certainly circle back with you more directly.
Anyway,
someone should keep track of all this and have a list to be like, I'm waiting on 150 circle backs, and we're like a year in, and you haven't even circled back to the other circle back that I asked for when he gave me a circle back. Let's see here. So someone said, where can I find you on Rumble? So you can find him on Rumble at Fanatics of Freedom.
Yeah.
You can find me on Rumble at Dawn of Darkness Network, and we have a joint Rumble at Live Free or Die podcast. So
and this is the video right here that you can't, that YouTube won't let you see. This is the video. I just did a reaction video on this, talked about it. It's only 5 minutes. And there's the video right there. Just jump on with us on Rumble, you guys. I'm serious. As soon as I was successful, it's like anyone who's trying to be successful on YouTube, I've been busting my ass on YouTube here forever, for the longest time, long time, working hard on YouTube, trying to get somewhere. The very second I get somewhere, poof, mojo chopped right off.
Yeah, when did all this start? It started when we had this stream that had 2,000 people watching. Shortly after, it was all downhill for you because they hit you hard.
Were there 2,000 people in that chat? Yeah, I mean,
yep.
You get the very second you get any success, they want to pull it away, and that's what they do. So there it is. Please just come subscribe at Rumble, Rumble will replace YouTube. It will. They don't want us to be able to speak. I've watched several other people who are doing the same stuff that I was, and way more spicy than I was. Like way, and I mean, I got spicy, but I wasn't that spicy, and they just totally chopped me off. That's all they do is just chop your wee wee off. So anyway, that's what they do. That's what they do. But anyway, so I was trying to. So I'm glad you brought up that thing about the secretary, because there's some memes on this. There's some memes that I wanted to pull up on this because this is so funny, and it's I don't know if you the person who the secretary. So she is someone that we all know. Actually, we all know.
Really?
We've seen her before. And if I can just find this meme, it's going to be a tough one to find, but I wanted to find it anyway. Go ahead.
Pull up Isaac Newton's comment. He said 2 FBI agents killed in a raid in Florida on a child prawn studio. He was censoring it, but that's what I was talking about earlier. 2 FBI agents were killed in a raid involving trafficking. And read his comment.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can't. There's stuff we can't read here on YouTube, so I'm just going to say that. No, I'm just going to say that everybody can see that. Everybody can read it. That's interesting that they were killed.
It sounds like there was a huge firefight. The people that they raided had guns. So
let's see. Smooth Groove says I'm too loud. Telegram has been my new home. Yeah, Telegram is, dude. And that's where Lynn Wood is. That's where Sidney Powell is. Sidney Powell, Lynn Wood, they're all there. General Flynn, they're all there on Telegram. Can't stop forward progress. Hello, friends. Trump is a genius and has the Dems sweating bullets. Dude, sweating bullets. That makes me think of that song. Sorry.
We need to get Trump back on social media. He hasn't picked one yet. I mean, come on, man.
I think it's funny that he hasn't yet. He's got to have some sort of game planned.
Yeah,
because
he was addicted to Twitter.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people are saying that he is kind of didn't play the game well, or that him putting all his eggs in one basket. Him putting all his eggs on Twitter. Was kind of an issue.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, that's what a lot of people are criticizing. I don't know. I refuse. And some people are saying that he just didn't play the 4D chess well enough. And part of me thinks, I don't know. I don't know.
Just because he's playing 5D chess.
Well, yeah, it's very possible. And
he's ahead of the chess makers.
This stream will probably be deleted afterwards, but I wanted, because there's so many hilarious memes. There's so many memes that I can't show that I'm trying to get. Was that Andy? No. That was any Antifa violence won't stop under Biden. Trigonometry. Good old Andy. No, he's a good dude. He's a good gentleman. But I was going to show you, and I can't find it. But the secretary, just so you guys know. I mean, I swear I could. Here it is. Finally, I finally found it. There it is. Do you realize? Does everybody recognize who the secretary is?
Is that honestly the same person?
I think so. That's just.
Is she brainwashed? Has she been in the basement for a long time?
let's read the meme, because the meme tells the real truth, right? I'll see you when you get back home. We can make a deal to help your future. That was back in 2010. And then it says, you may think he is a disgusting pile of human waste, but that man sure can keep a promise. 2021. And there she is. She's the I love how he's got a Illuminati like symbol, or I think that's the other symbol. That's the evil. That's the other evil symbol, and the clown nose. Pretty funny stuff. But we were just saying just a minute ago, we were watching this video, and I think that the funny part about this is that so many people are being exposed as these certain types of people. Mm-hmm. And even people that I thought were cool are just like, Trump sucks. And it's like, oh, well, are you possibly complicit in all this? Like, are you complicit in all these weird things that are going on, that are being uncovered, that are being discovered? I don't know. That's what is this? Okay,
I don't even know.
Yeah, I better get off this really fast, because YouTube will shut us down, because YouTube is asshole. Oh my gosh, we'll see. We'll see if this stream actually stays alive. It might die. We don't know. We may not be loud enough yet, because this channel is much smaller. But anyway, please, everybody, follow us on Rumble. That is where free speech is still existing, where so many great people. That's my Rumble channel. Please subscribe there. It's really awesome. We have a good time. And I made like 5 videos today that are pretty informative in discussing all kinds of new news. There's so much news. It's raining news. It's literally that much is going on. Greg Kelly is pretty straight. I don't know who Greg Kelly is. Why don't I know who Greg Kelly is? Where can I find this? So Smooth Groove, if you're wondering, okay, so this was back on the web. I'll tell you the website. It is Benjamin Fulford, FULFORD.net. Here, let me send you the link. I'll just put the link in the chat. How's that? There is the link. Boom. There is the link. That's where all the crazy memes are. Hilarious memes on that one. Let's see here. So, staged airship attack on U.S. Navy assets. Okay. Isaac Newton, please tell me where you're seeing the staged airship attack. So is that through Monkeyworks? Did you see that? Let's see. Let me look that. Let me Google that. Let me Google that really quick and get fact checked and then told it's wrong. Staged airship.
He just posted the link, or you did.
Oh,
what?
I posted something, but
never mind. That was you.
Yeah. Let's see. Staged airship attack on U.S. Navy. Let's see.
DuckDuckGo. That's a browser app. I guess he found it on DuckDuckGo.
Okay, I gotta download that shit, man.
Yeah, I'll do it quick. I mean, I'll search.
Yeah.
It. What do you want me to search?
It's U.S. Staged U.S. attack on Navy airships. Staged attack on U.S. Navy air. Thanks for the heads up on that. Isaac Newton, Sir Isaac Newton. Let's see. Is it this that we're looking at? I pulled it up on.
Is this a recent story? What's the date we should be looking for?
Yeah, I wonder. Let's see. This is on
China staged attack 2021.
Did you find something recent? Let's see. Was the U.S. about to attack Iran 1 year ago, 5 years, 12 years? Darn it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't, forgive me. There's so much news that it's like I can't even. If you know where to look, please tell me, because there's so much news, but there's so much opposition trying to steer us away from it. You found something?
Maybe. Let's see here.
Anyway,
globalsecurity.org. Let's see here. Chinese bombers staged simulated attacks on U.S. aircraft carrier near Taiwan, report says. Let's see here. 2021, it's recent. Taiwan, which Beijing considers to be part of its territory, has repeatedly accused China of encroaching upon the island's air defense identification zone, adding to the ongoing tensions between the two sides. Chinese warplanes simulated missile strikes on a nearby U.S. aircraft carrier during an apparent incursion into the southwestern zone of Taiwan's air defenses last Sunday, the Financial Times cited unnamed intelligence sources are saying. So they pretty much set up a fake mock of a U.S. aircraft carrier and were practicing bombing runs on that so-called fake aircraft carrier. A lot of countries do this, but they normally do it when they're preparing for war. And now that we're talking about it, I did see on Epoch Times a U.S. military general, one of our top guys, released a memoir saying that we should prepare for war with China, not only China, but also Russia. because they've been working closely together on a lot of things, which is really scary. Let's see here.
Where does it say where it actually occurred? Where
It was it took place off the coast of Taiwan in the incursions or in the identification zone or whatever I said before, where they're not supposed to be doing it.
And it says that it was a staged event, like it was a
they're practicing. Yeah, we've did it before too. We set up fake mock drafts and stuff, but we have. It's funny how they picked the U.S. aircraft carrier.
I wonder what's the name of the Epic Times article, because I want to find that, because that is, dude, we need to find out what that is.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, and by the way, in case anybody is curious or knows, yeah, by the way, Rick's Zacher, thank you for that. Yeah, we actually I'm actually terrified to say certain words on this platform. So we're just scared to even talk. I'm literally the fear of YouTube was jolted into my brain when I saw my channel being wiped away from my eyes literally just the other night. And so I'm just literally like, I'm still dealing with it. I have PTSD from that game. I'm just kidding. It's whatever it is. It's just something. The point is that I'm scared of saying certain things. So, go ahead.
This is from the Epoch Times. Nuclear war with China or Russia, a very real possibility, U.S. Admiral warns. The United States must ready for a nuclear war with Russia and China while seeking methods to curb their use of strategic weapons, said the commander of the U.S. Strategic Command, the department that manages the U.S. integrated missile defense and other systems. Admiral Charles Richard wrote that there is a real possibility for a regional crisis with China or Russia that could escalate quickly to a conflict involving nuclear weapons if they perceived a conventional loss would threaten the regime or state. Consequently, the U.S. military must shift its principal assumption from nuclear employment is not possible to nuclear employment is a very real possibility and act to meet and deter that reality, he wrote for the U.S. Naval Institute's February journal. We cannot approach nuclear deterrence the same way. It must be tailored and evolved for the dynamic environment we face.
Wow. Okay.
And if you remember a few months back, during one of their anniversaries or something, the Chinese dictator announced to prepare for war against the United States. That's like their number one goal for this year, to not only pass us in drone technology, but to get to a point where they feel they could beat us if one happened. So I don't know. All I know is with Biden in there, just made it a whole heck of a lot easier. So we'll see.
Dude, I'm sorry guys, but I'm going to cry patriot tears of joy if everything that we see before us is just a smokescreen and whatever, and Trump comes down and rains hell upon them all. I'm not trying to say that, I know which way, but I have faith. I have faith and I have desire for our country to remain a republic and not become a dictatorship under the incredible, disgusting clutches of our evil perpetrator, Joe Biden. Let's see. So this says,
I can't believe the amount of executive orders he's passed. Not one thing has went through Congress. I mean, one man deciding the fate of millions. What do you call that? I don't even have to say it.
One man, say it again. One man what?
One man deciding the fate of millions on healthcare,
right.
Their wallets, their safety. What do you call that? Everybody knows what we call that. And not one thing has went through Congress. It's ridiculous.
And then he's the one. I mean, it's the hypocrisy is through the roof. I mean, he was the one who was calling Trump a dictator, right? For doing the executive orders, and he's like done. I think he did one executive order in his first month in office, and Biden did like something like 27 or something like in the first day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Put 60,000 people out of work. That was within the first 3 hours.
Now I can't find the gosh darn article. See, China military fights warn against interference in Taiwan. Taiwan is the biggest risk for U.S.-China clash. Dude, I would love to
Yeah.
see China become a U.S. territory, or excuse me, Taiwan become a U.S. territory. It would be an unbelievably incredible. And Hong Kong, I would love to see Hong Kong become a U.S. territory.
Put it this
Wouldn't
way,
that be
though.
incredible. Oh
If
my
Trump was
gosh,
president right now, I could see
he
him
would.
meeting with Taiwan, being like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we're going to make you a territory. That means if China pulls anything, we get involved, which would deter China. You know, they would have to go to war with us if they want to own you." Okay.
Yeah.
As it stands
Yeah.
now, they'll just walk right into Taiwan. I don't think Biden will do anything about it. Be honest. I don't think Biden will do anything about it.
Yeah, he's proven to be a puppet. Isaac Newton says Taiwan is the key to the superpower club because of semiconductors. And I did read somewhere about that. I need to read more up on that, what the details of that. The CCP will have two choices, hot war or surrender. They are clearly at the end of production capability. They can't get stronger by waiting.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I would concur with that. I completely agree with you on that. I mean, they've reached so much, like their tentacles have grown, you know, it's like they're literally like what's a good analogy, you know, like some evil tentacle monster that's, you know, infiltrated its way into almost, you know, so many different countries, so many people are just at the whim of their and they're willing to sell out their countries as a result. It's really sad. Stony Wan Kenobi, good friend of mine and a friend of the channel for years. What a badass. Stony Wan says, what happened to the Durham report? So, dude, I can't remember what the Durham report
Swept
was.
away like everything else. Swept away like everything else.
I barely remember I'm so sorry, you guys. I can't remember what. Asia Today, Taiwan quarantines 5,000 after hospital cluster. Also, by the way, in China, just so you guys know, China is doing the same thing. And I thought that they were like just flourishing and everything, but they are doing the same bullshit that we're doing. It's just insane to see like that all the lockdowns and people being arrested for. I read an article today. This is in Paris, okay, Paris, France, the where love is free and all is good, right? No, 81 people were in an orgy, and they arrested they. Oh no, that's too many people. Are you guys practicing social distancing? And like,
did they let them finish, or did they come in mid-round?
81 people having an orgy together were arrested in Paris.
That's a big.
That was like I think that was last. That's real. That was last night. That was last night, and that really happened. I'm not joking. I just did a video on it. It's on Rumble. It's on my Rumble channel.
So how'd that work? They walk in, they're like, "You get off of him. You get off of him. I don't know where that begins and that ends, but you get off of him. You move over there. You're all going to jail."
Like I just imagine like Pelosi at the bottom of the pile going, "Get off me," or like Fauci in the middle of it going, "Are you wearing 15 masks?" Psycho. A bunch of
Us in France have a very strict policy. Orgies must be limited to 6 people only.
I don't know. I just wanted to refresh my mind on what that's all that stuff. So I'm glad you brought that up, Stony One. I'm glad you brought up the Durham report, because I wanted to mention one thing that, I mean, an article came across today about Obamagate and about all that stuff. And it's like, I think it literally has to do with how many clicks people get. And that's the reason, because I was like, I actually contemplated, should I do an Obamagate video? Probably not, because no one will watch it. And I specifically thought of this at the moment while I was making that video. And I was like, so this is what I think. This is what I think personally. I think that if Obama is arrested, or any of that stuff happens with, you know, someone gets arrested or someone's exposed for certain things, then I think that all of a sudden Obamagate, Hurricane, what's it called? Hurricane
Project Whirlwind, Hurricane something.
Yeah, it's darn it, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm sorry, but the whatever that is, all the Obamagate stuff, all that stuff that have all become all of a sudden all that stuff is going to be sexy again, and everybody will everybody will watch the videos on that. So it's like literally people are mostly covering what gets clicks. I'm guessing that's probably what it is essentially. And so you literally have stuff that's more interesting to people and what people jump for. And so you're going to get controversy and all that. And so that's anyway, whatever. Catholic Church nominated a transsexual for high priest. Thank goodness. I was waiting for that ever since I was 2 years old.
Why were you thinking that at 2 years old?
whenever, as soon as I became a godfather, because I actually am a godfather to one of my friends made me the godfather of one of their kids. And this was like literally 10, 15 years ago. And I haven't seen them for years, but the point is that like, it's like, oh, whatever. But the second that happened to me, I was wondering, when are they going to have a transsexual for a high priest? That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking while I was at church, because that's the most important thing. That is in our, like our health. There's like a health person, a high health person now appointed by Biden, who is a trans something. Trump's just building a bigger escalator made of pure gold to usher in part 2 of the greatest present. That would be so. And then he's like dressed like a lion, like he's got this lion's mane, and he's like flying down with wings like Aslan down the escalator of gold. And he's whatever.
He'll be going up this time instead of down.
Yeah, exactly. I love that vision. I love that imagery. It's great. Signs point to fake inauguration, and a lot of stuff has been done on that very page that I sent you, by the way, Smooth Groove. On that very page, Ben, on the very top of that page, Ben something, I can't remember his last name, but he talks all about that. And they go, so just so you know, in case anybody wonders about it, I'm glad you brought that up. With the inauguration, I can't say the other word. With the inauguration that happened that we saw, the Biden inauguration, the military don't have insignias on. So
the ones that's in DC right now.
Thank you, Stony One. We were trying to think of that stupid thing, Crossfire Hurricane. Yeah, that's what it was called. Sorry, what were you saying? What did you say?
Are you talking about the troops that's in DC right now, as far as the insignia?
Yeah, I'm just talking about the video that came from the video and the photos that came from the Biden inauguration. Okay. There's a Lady Gaga photo that's very fishy. Like she's like, "Hey, look, everybody, I'm in the Capitol," and it's like Greek god art that's on the ceiling where she's looking. So she's got this down anyway.
Biden redecorated.
That's all the stuff I can't even. Well, it's like all the stuff I can't even show. So it's just so stupid. It's ridiculous because it's like, yeah, we'd go over all this, but we're on YouTube, so I can't. Yeah, there's stuff I can't show. Anyway.
I still don't get why he removed the military flags, but that was another thing that makes sense.
Okay, so tell me about that. When were the military flags? Were they from behind him?
When he? Yeah, they would. If you go back and you look at pictures of the Oval Office from when Trump was in there, the military flags, which normally are always in there somewhere for every presidency. I mean, it's our freaking military. They would be on the sides. Okay, Trump had them there. Other presidents had them there. They've always been there at some point. Well, Biden, when he was moving everything around, removed all the military flags. No one really questioned why. It's like, why would you not want our military flags in there? I mean, if you look at his Oval Office, it's kind of blah. It's like a few pictures on a desk.
Well, I mean, there have been tons of videos that have put out. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, TJ. A lot of people speculate that Gaga might be something other than what we've been led to be known.
What's she transform into?
She was Optimus Prime, and then she transformed into a big old semi that runs on natural gas. No, that she runs on the fumes of dead aborted babies. Okay, sorry, that was bad. Sorry, that was bad. Sorry, everybody. I'm not trying. We try to be funny here, but sometimes it comes out really, really bad.
It's never gonna end well when you're talking about Lady Gaga. So let's move along.
Yeah, well, we're moving on here, and this is, once again, everybody check it out. This is the Capitol. This is live, U.S. Capitol.
Still there?
Looks like there are police out front. You know, just something to look at, something to think about, check out.
40,000 streakers showed up with Trump tattoos on their chests, stormed the Capitol. Pelosi was getting back from lunch. She's like, "Help! Get him away from me!"
Oh my gosh!
Why is the flag still half staff? Is that still because of what
That's
happened?
interesting.
Is that still because of what happened way back on Inauguration Day?
They're both at half staff. And I mean, I guess that's what it is. I guess that's the reason. I mean, that's what they'll say the reason is. But do we really know the reason? Could it be the fact that, you know, that we've been infiltrated and that there has been a coup
Didn't you
to
say
overthrow?
Didn't you say one of your other videos, if the so-called act was issued, that the flags would go down to half staff and they would stay at half staff until the infiltration's over? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to speak in code.
Was it a video that I did, or was it something that I reported on?
It was something we talked about with the act that Trump could have did, or maybe didn't do. But before he would leave the so-called White House, flags would be moved to half staff and would stay at half staff.
The key word was act. Thank you. The inauguration implants. Let's see what. Okay, let's really quickly. Let's read these. Smooth Groove says this is totally a movie. We need more popcorn. I need more popcorn. I've been there. Orville being brought back to life through Operation Looking Glass because Act 2 sucks and Jiffy Pop takes too damn long. We need to do a podcast, Smooth Groove. Send me an email, please, if you want. We'd love to have you on, man. If you're interested in the glass, then consider listening to some of Jesse Chebatar's interviews. Okay. I will look them up.
By the way, guys, I don't even know if we're allowed to say their name, but Project V. And we can't.
You can say Project Veritas. They're still on YouTube.
Well, they have somebody currently undercover in Facebook, and they just released a bunch of videos with inside information regarding Zuckerberg. The guy looks like an alien, fake wife, all that crap. Apparently talking about how he's going to work with the Biden administration. So a bunch of inside information was released through these secret recordings and everything. Apparently they still have a guy undercover in there. Hopefully he stays undercover because we could get some juicy stuff from someone being under that roof. So, but yeah, check it out. I found the video on Rumble. The Dan Bongo reports. He had a video about it. About Project Veritas. Obviously, wherever they're at or anywhere online, you can check it out there. But yeah, they had someone undercover, and they have a bunch of recordings regarding Zuckerberg.
I'm pulling this up right now. This is the latest here.
Yeah, what the hell? Let's just watch it.
But they're so badass. Like James O'Keefe is such a badass. He is literally James O'Keefe, and I've said this. I know I say this all the time, but he's literally like he's like the real James Bond in America. Like he's the the CIA, or he's a based American who actually exposes what 60 Minutes used to do, what these people used to do, exposing these crazy people.
I like the suspense.
I love it. There's a whole series based on it. It's so good.
Hey everyone, I want to welcome you all back to the first Q&A of the new year. I hope that you've had some time to relax and get to enjoy yourselves and family, despite the fact that the holiday was quite a bit different this year with COVID. There's a lot to cover today in the intro, and before I get to questions, I want to make sure that we can focus on addressing the topic that I know is top of mind for everyone, and that is what is happening in Washington, D.C., which is truly a terrible moment in the history of our country, in the United States. And
I love how he had to remind himself. He's like, I mean the United States.
It's deeply troubling to witness this kind of violence in the nation's capital.
After all the bullshit, after all the stuff that was going on for however long, this entire year, they single out Trump supporters, of course.
What we watched and saw in real time on TV, that wasn't a protest. Right? That was a violent insurrection.
So he's reading a script.
Violent. He does not look real. Cyborg right there.
I mean, that's what everybody says. They say it's a violent insurrection, so they have to keep reiterating the narrative to produce insurrection. And so that whole thing has been exposed. That's all a loop of insurrection. So therefore, all Trump supporters are a part of insurrection. They're against the country when the entire left wing everything was burning down the entire country.
Or if you're Chuck Schumer, Trump enticed a Jew direction.
Oh, dude, that would be great to reproduce an erection. This is anyway.
It was deeply, deeply disturbing.
No, your lies are deeply disturbing, Mark.
Your ears are pointy. You're a troll.
You have more money than God, and you are despicable.
You made your app when you were drunk in college, and you got lucky.
A functioning democracy without a peaceful transition of power. That's critical. And
see, he's reading a script. This is so boring. Stop. I just can't listen to this fucker, man. Sorry.
I can't stare at his face. He doesn't look real.
Sorry, guys. I couldn't help it. So there's our, let's just quickly pull up our website. We are going to be doing some live streams from the website, which means that we can do a real show and talk about everything that we want to talk about. There's going to be no censorship. And where is why can't I find it? I think I may have, I got to find it. Sorry.
So basically, guys, you go to livefreeorddiepodcast.com. I've been posting it in the comments here. Make sure you subscribe for email updates, notifications, and everything. You just go to the bottom of the website, type in your email, hit send, and any email campaigns we do, notifications, etc., you'll get via email. And if you also have the Wix app, we can invite you to the Wix app, where it's like a social gathering thing to keep track of all the notifications and all the stuff we have going on in there as well. You can download that for free. Yes, he just posted the link, and we got the website up right now.
And so, I mean, just so you guys know, I mean, this is where all of our videos are going to go. So we are going to be doing some live streams from there. I'm trying to get Maria Zach, because that was my big video with Maria Zach. She saw the video. So I'm just trying to get Maria Zach I'm going to try to interview her. And she was the one, if you don't know who Maria Zach is, she's UnitedNations.org is the name of her organization. And they were the ones in Italy. She was in Italy during the whole thing. And so I'm trying to get it. We're going to do an exclusive interview with her, and we'll do it on a live stream on the website, so we can just say whatever we want to and actually talk about real things. Please subscribe to the website if you can, because there we can actually talk. Here we can't. So
the live streams will appear exactly where you're seeing the picture. It'll be the homepage, first thing you see. When we go live, of course, the live stream video will appear, and it'll just be like any other live stream. You can comment and everything.
Yeah. We even tested it out, and we were able to plug in, and I was able to jump in there and comment just like a YouTube video, I could comment right on the side, and it's great. It was just killer. It was really fun.
If you scroll down, you can show them where to apply for emails or subscribe for emails.
Oh, yeah. So here's the link. Once again, everybody, here is the link again. Please hit that link and then jump onto the website. And then it's right. Where is it? Let's see. I got to pull it up here.
If you would accept on the cookie bar, it'll disappear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're in the middle of creating a featured playlist. If you scroll down, we have a news tab. You scroll through all the news. We keep it updated right there. You type your email in
right there.
Boom. Yep. Then, just like YouTube or Rumble, we got all of our videos on here. I got our social media links and everything. So it's been a long time coming. We've been working on this. We thought ahead. So, yeah.
And just based on some of these, some of these titles, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good stuff on there. So please come join us. And once again, the reason why we're trying to do this is just because we want to be able to freely speak. We want to be able to freely exchange information, because we can't right now. We cannot. Exactly. We can't. It's just. I mean, I'm literally like, when I saw that happen on my YouTube channel, I'm just like, what the hell are we doing? What am I doing here? If they lived this very second, it was a very second I got. I mean, so for anyone who's trying to be successful on YouTube, I'm not saying that you just don't talk about politics. Yeah. But that was the thing that actually made me successful, was was talking about the stuff that everybody cared about, which was our country, the politics, all the stuff that's going on. They wanted to hear the truth, and that's what it really came down to.
So the website's a mixture of our YouTube videos and our videos we uploaded directly to the website. We want to eventually just have uploads directly to the website, and disconnect from YouTube is, the most we can, but, it's work in progress. But if you like Ben's videos, we have his Fanatics of Freedom channel up there. You click that, it's all his videos. Same with Dawn of Darkness Network, and then we got other tabs and etc. But it's pretty much broken up into channels. Live streams will be appearing on the main home screen.
Yeah, and like I said, we're not going to feed you spam. We're not going to try to sell you stuff. I mean, I think eventually we're going to have some T-shirts and stuff, but we're not trying to sell you what's the
have you heard the good news?
Supply and all that other crap. So have you heard the good news of
join Ben's army for $5 a month? You get a free mug.
we want to have. I love to create this and make this into a alternative YouTube platform. It'd be amazing. And that's, I think, what eventually I think Rumble will eventually outdo them. So
yeah. By the way, if you you can actually create an account as well on our website. You'll become a member. You can log in, create all your settings and everything. So you can do that as well. So check it out. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Let's see what else. So there's so much that happened today.
Tell me about it. There was also 5 people that died in Oklahoma over a snow shoveling fight.
You're kidding
about that? No, it was a domestic dispute. Apparently, there was an argument between a relative and another guy, and long story short, 5 children were killed, and the guy was killed. The person that did it was a relative, and the whole thing was over snow shoveling argument. It's crazy. So you have that combined with what happened in Florida. It's like, what was going on today? People were on the edge. People were on the edge today. Wow.
Police say tensions tend to run high when we have so much snow. That's actually this is just another fight that happened today. This was today.
I didn't know about
this was in Scranton.
This is something different. This is wow.
One day a dispute over shoveling snow ended in a double murder-suicide in Luzerne County. Another fight broke out in Scranton. This time no one was hurt. Okay. So, but well, that reminds me of this video I saw of someone taking a blowtorch to their driveway. Just made me think of that. Like, imagine if two dudes are fighting with snow shovels, like they're swords or something, and then some dude over says, break it up," and starts firing at a flamethrower at him. But some dude had a flamethrower to his driveway. It's hilarious. Such the funniest thing you've ever seen.
Flamethrower. he's not wrong.
Let's read this out loud. YouTube will drive subscribers to your channel, and all you have to do is show young men how to apply makeup and duct tape to their scrotum. That's
he's not wrong.
I actually considered doing like a weird thing where I have like some animated feature where an animation of some dude like putting makeup on and then just putting that over the screen, but then talking about conservative stuff just to see what the fuck would happen.
You heard it here first. Next stream, Ben's gonna be wearing purple eyeliner. He's ready for a Kiss concert.
I thought that would just be so funny to do. And then I show people how to blowtorch their driveway while putting makeup
Buy
on.
one of Elon Musk's flamethrowers. That's what he's selling them for.
Oh my gosh, so funny. Yeah, that's just insane to think
I could
about.
see a super fan building his own little Mandalorian wrist rocket and putting like Elon Musk's flamethrower on there and just
Oh my goodness.
terribly wrong.
Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at the Capitol one more time and then we'll get out of here, you guys. I appreciate everybody that's been here. Thanks for even coming, you guys. We wanted to start doing this daily. I wanted to start doing this daily, and I was going to do it on my big channel daily, but then they just stopped us. So it's like I'm literally.
Oh my word! It's now 80,000 streakers.
My gosh!
I have a feeling it was probably just something daily that happens in DC.
Yeah,
some guy got a little too close to the fence, and Pelosi freaked out. So,
but one of the things that we noticed is that they most recently put all the, at least yesterday or today, they put all of the National Guard outside, and just in case anybody's wondering, the number of National Guard keeps escalating.
Yeah.
So for whatever that's worth, I mean, that's just weird. I mean. Like
Biden asked for National Guard to be stationed there through March, and immediately the Republicans, like I told you before we started the stream, sent a memoir to him asking him to explain why he wants National Guard through March. But what I didn't know at the time is they're actually been increasing the National Guard presence. Like they just keep funneling them in. It kind of goes under the radar. It's like, what are they afraid of other than they knowing 74 million people are currently pissed off?
Yeah, I mean, I think that. I mean, it's like after all this, like it's, and what you were saying, you compared this to North Korea, right? That's what you were saying.
Yeah,
That's
well, when you were the fence, the guards, there's now people calling for a permanent fence around the Capitol. I mean, they're turning it into North Korea. And, you know, they don't even trust their own military. That's why they're putting them outside the fence. That's why they banished them to that cold parking garage and only moved them back once there was outrage. And by the way, Trump let them stay in his hotel in D.C. Okay? Trump left the troops and everything and the cops stay in his D.C. hotel. Biden only brought them back from the parking garage after outcry. But, you know, they know the military is mad at them. Okay? Florida and Texas told their military to come back because they were being disrespected, and they said they'll never do it again. So they just know everybody in general is not happy with them.
Yeah. And so once again, you guys, this is why Rumble is so freaking cool, you guys.
Exactly.
Like you got people like Denalion, like super badass Trump supporter who's reporting on this stuff.
Shalom, everybody. It is Monday.
Pause it real quick.
Yeah,
for example, I mean, look what he put in his title. You just use that word in a title on YouTube and the video will be taken down no matter what the video is about. I mean, you can't censor the bad stuff. If it's true, it's true. You know, it's just like with the bad parts of history. Erasing it's only going to allow it to repeat itself. It might be bad, but we learn it as a remembrance.
Okay, so I want to just I'm a little skeptical on what to share on YouTube, so that's the only reason why I'm censoring him a little bit. That I'm not trying to whatever. It's just literally, you know what it is. It is what it is. But this is QAnon stuff that's going on here. We never left. It's time to return publicly. So this is actually a really cool thing, and he talks. Let me throw the link. I'm going to throw the link here, so you guys have that. But this is all the cool stuff, man. Rumble's where it's at, you guys. If you want any QAnon information, you know, this is, you know, Rumble's where it's going on here. So, but he's talking about how this, okay. So the original post was a year ago. So February 9th, 2019, right? And it says, "We never left. It's time to return publicly." And then literally we have February 9th, 2020. That's the day of the trial. And I can't find it. It's not coming up.
Who would they call for a witness, though? That is part of that group. Is that what I'm getting at?
The impeachment trial is scheduled to begin on February 9th this year. Can you please rephrase that question?
the way they make it sounds is we'll be back publicly. Like they're planning on being called as a witness, and that's why the dates match. That's what I'm getting from it. Like,
dude, yeah,
the dates match. We'll be back publicly, but who would he call as a witness? That is technically been secret for. I don't know.
Impeachment trials good. So okay, let's go back here. Let's see what it says. Let me go back here. Okay, so never left. It's time to return publicly. Yeah, see some of this stuff, and there's a lot of stuff written they've talked about is that Trump has like spoken in code via Q and like in his tweets and all these things. Like there's a lot of stuff that that's been.
Can I just point out how calm Trump's been through all of this? They're trying to impeach him and everything, even since he's back home, and just how calm and collected he's been. He hasn't even rushed to a social media site. I showed you that picture of his home and his office, and he's just cool, calm. It's almost like he has it all together. His plan has not failed. It's almost like he's just, you know what I mean? It's almost like. Yeah. When we think all hope is lost, he's just sitting there like all cool, calm, and collected. Like, yep, don't worry, I got this. Like, I've never seen him so calm, cool, and collected. I mean, he's the kind of guy that he'll tell you how it is. He'll just let you have it. And past couple of weeks, he's just been, different.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to bring up that photo here in just a second. There's a really interesting photo that Kyle brought up, and we're going to bring that up in just a second. But let's really quickly read this post. So this is, what does it say here? He's getting differing opinions from family members. This is Trump. Trump's getting differing opinions from family members, friends, and advisors. Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, former chief White House political strategist S.D. Bannon, and a handful of others are pushing him to not just to defend against the charge that he incited Capitol insurrection, of course, but to use the Senate trial as an opportunity to relitigate his claims of etc. Those are things that I cannot say on YouTube.
I would love to see the uproar in the building. First thing he brings up about that, I could see the uproar. They'll probably be like, "You can't talk about that here." But I could see it getting totally insane. But he'll let his lawyers do it, which will make it even more insane. I don't think he'll actually be there. His lawyers the team of lawyers is what he's setting up to do this. And by the way, he did have a set of lawyers, and because they had a difference in opinion on what they should do, he told them, no, I don't want you, and they went with a different set of lawyers. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if Trump wants to go down this road that you just mentioned, and he couldn't find lawyers to follow him, or if he doesn't want to, but so many people are trying to convince him to do so. I don't know. There's a difference in opinion definitely going on. I just don't know what side Trump is on. Trump might be to the point where he's like, I'm not going down that road again. I have a big plan for that, or maybe he wants to and can't find enough people to join him. I don't know.
The mask is coming off. Do you want a bunch of guys who love firing guns, pistol? Yeah, it's just, I think that does lead to a lot of things. And I tweeted this the other day, this photo of good old what the hell happened to that? Anyway, somehow that just got totally okay. And I was like, unity. Yeah, great stuff here. Okay.
That's terrifying.
So this is actually funny. This is actually funny if you guys know the millennials and GameStop, right? And then millennials and GameStop. Like, that's so great. Ninja Turtles. I love that. And it made me just love the Ninja Turtles for a second there. Good stuff.
It's a perfect movie scenario. A young group of warriors going against the big hedge funds and beating them out. David and Goliath. Right. Yes.
And then escorting Master Splinter back into the whatever. But here it is. And this is the video. This is the photo that you were just talking about.
Yep.
Well, am I going to get deleted from Twitter if I show this photo? This is a photo of Trump. And it says, the real commander-in-chief is at the Winter White House. And this is his house in Florida. But you said it was a government building that he purchased, I guess. Is that what happened?
It used to be a government military facility. He purchased it from them a long time ago. So, yeah, I know it's pretty fancy.
It's incredible.
Yeah. If you zoom in on his computer, I think it's just his screensaver of all of his best moments. Looks like astronauts and soldiers and everything. But yeah, he's got his desk. Looks like he's reading a script. He's got his winter White House office phone right there. These people to the right, I don't think are Secret Service. Probably part of his former office of the former president's administration. He's got it all ready right there. He's got it all ready. So we'll see.
I mean, just, something to think about. So anyway, everybody, thanks for joining. Again, my name is Ben, and this is the Fanatics of Freedom. Please join us.
Oh, continue. I think you're going to get to it anyways.
I was just going to say, please join us on Rumble and join us on our website if you want. Like I said, we're going to have some pretty fun stuff going on there. That's all.
Friday at what would we agree to 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be going live on the website, livefreeordiepodcast.com. Again, Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing our first live stream to the website. We hope to see you there. In the meantime, subscribe for email updates, get notifications, and everything. And like Ben said, follow us on Rumble. We appreciate it.
All right. Thanks again, everybody. And we appreciate you all. Have a great night. Smooth Groove. Have a good one. Let's see. Who else do we have in here? Stony One, Kenobi. Thank you, everybody. Isaac Newton. Appreciate you all.